If we think back to our earliest experiences of learning, our failures are what taught us how to eventually win. Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Dr. Shafer of Talks with Dr. Shafer. I'm a physician, mom, life coach, musician, author, publisher, and I'm passionate about using storytelling as a tool to help you reclaim your story and build your most beautiful future. Today, I want to talk about the afterglow. The events of this week in the United States may have hit you one way or another. Today, you may be basking in the afterglow of a successful campaign and feeling hopeful for the future that seems aligned with your values and beliefs. If you voted for the candidate who did not win, however, you may feel more like you're watching your hopes go up in flames. How can we, in times of disappointment, learn how to turn our attention from our anxiety and fears to reorient ourselves in this present moment and to focus on all of the reasons why the world is a safe place, why our future still belongs to us, and to how we can focus on our power and what we can do to live a purposeful life in alignment with our beliefs and values, no matter what's going on around us? Because in the end, the things that happen around us may impact and influence us, but they do not determine how we will respond. They cannot decide how we will move forward in the world, because that power belongs only to us. We can only be winners in life from the standpoint of taking home a trophy or backing the right candidate part of the time. But we never truly lose if we adopt a growth-centric perspective on life. When we see everything we experience as an opportunity to learn and to grow, a failure is not really a failure. It is a teacher, and we are the student. How much we take from that teacher is dependent on how far we are willing to go to study it. If we think back to our earliest experiences of learning, our failures are what taught us how to eventually win. We crawled because we could not yet walk, and we walked when we could not yet run. We see crawling and walking as hard-earned achievements in their own right. We don't see them as failures at running. But it's easy when we are setting goals too far ahead or too locked into a specific outcome to fall into the mindset trap of not enoughness. We aren't learning to walk fast enough, we could say, when really we would be better off to congratulate ourselves on how we went from being unable to even roll over on our own to then sitting up, then pulling up and crawling. All of those steps were incredible victories and were achieved by learning from all of the times we tried to do those things, but needed to learn more to meet our goals and actually achieve them. And if we're lucky, we had a caregiver with outstretched arms waiting for us to celebrate our first crawl, our first walk, our first toddling run. But not all of us did. And many of us internalized, for one reason or another, a belief of not enoughness, a fixation on failures rather than on small, hard-won victories, leading us to achieving our big goals. Our inner child lives within us and reacts to life as we live it. It only knows what it learned and it believed. But now, as adults, we do have the power to sit with our inner child, to study our responses, to connect with our inner child in our seeking to understand them and why they felt the need to react the way we do. And once we have that understanding, we can challenge those beliefs. When we ask the open-ended, curious questions, we can learn the why behind our limiting beliefs, and we can bring a new perspective from the hard-earned wisdom we've gained over all of these years. We can examine the emotion with which we respond to the things that seem to set off our feelings of what we value being at risk. In a week like this one, we can sit with those feelings and ask ourselves, what am I afraid will happen if the outcome is not what I hope for or expect? What is this fear based on? If I consider other times when something similar happened during my life, What was the actual worst thing that happened as a result of that? And how did I navigate disappointment in that season of life? Looking back, how did that time affect me? You may see through questioning and perspective taking that while that experience was challenging, it also taught you a great deal, and you were able to take those lessons and learn how to navigate life with greater agility when the next challenge arose. As I was saying to a colleague this week who was reassuring me that even if something didn't go the way I expected, that everything would be fine, I responded to him not to worry, that I had learned to ride the waves of life long ago, rather than to get pulled down beneath them only to drown. When you look at it this way, when we face disappointment and even disaster, we are faced with a choice. We can adapt and respond to the challenge and learn how to ride this wave, or we can stay stuck and go down beneath the waterline. I know that you're a good swimmer, and with every day and every investment you make in your mindset and your growth journey, that your balance and agility are improving, and that you are learning to gracefully ride life's waves. So even if right now you're facing a wave that looks like it might take you out, I know that you are strong and that you're going to figure out how to harness your strength to ride that wave. And you will use that momentum to take you closer to where you want to go. I hope this short talk has been helpful and has inspired you to acknowledge your disappointment and then move past it to focus on your power in this moment, to make positive changes in your life and continue to grow and develop a growth-focused mindset on your journey towards reclaiming your story and building your most beautiful future. Please subscribe to the show so that you don't miss the inspiring guest episodes we have coming up and the transformative short talks where I give you tips on how to work on mastering your mindset on your growth journey. If you would benefit from one-on-one coaching to help jumpstart your journey, you can head over to drshaferstedron to connect with me and get started. That's drshaferstedronova.com. I would love to hear your story and help you learn how to edit and make it truly yours. It's waiting for you to reclaim it and build. Thank you so much for being here, storytellers. Until next time, stay safe and take care. I'll talk to you soon.